Look, there's only 2 more hours left in our pledge drive. Give generously. 15 more comics to go, everybody. I have some bad news. I almost didn't make it here tonight. I was accosted by some rather aggressive Christmas carolers. First, they knocked on my door, opened the door, they wished me a Merry Christmas. And then they immediately broke down my door and demanded figgy pudding. And told me they would not leave until they got some. And so I had to kill them and save Nakatomi Plaza. So, Merry Christmas, everybody, or as Type A panhandlers call it, peak season. A little bit about myself. My father told me that, my father was in the Navy, he told me, women love a man in uniform. My mother, a piano teacher, told me women love musicians. I proved them both wrong. I was in marching band for 4 years. Hey, you have headgear, you're cute. We need to stop inventing cool shit. I've come to this conclusion because there's a certain progression that it goes through. It's like something's invented for good, then somebody figures out how to fuck it all up, and then it's used for something sexually deviant. Take, for example, the internet. Oh, look, instant information, transport to you. Perfect. Evil. Hey, I'm a Nigerian prince and I want to steal your credit card numbers. Okay, fine. Sexually deviant. Hey, where can I find a picture of Asian women fucking clowns? All right, we'll put that there right on the internet. You know, I'm sure the guy who founded fire, went through something like this. And like, oh, fire, I can cook my meat, I can burn Ted over in the cave next door. Oh, look, woolly mammoth tusk wax on my nipples. Oh, I'm so funny. This is why I never want time travel invented. Because, for every guy who goes back and, catches the pass in the big game, and, you'll get the evil people who, decide that they want to kill all white people or something like that. But then you'll get that one guy who thinks it'd be funny to go back in time and masturbate in front of Anne Frank or something like that. Or you get the next guy who decided to be funny to go back in time and diddle Jesus, And then religion, which would be used for good, would be then used for evil or sexual deviancy, which it's never been, ever. By round of applause, my pet owners in the house. Now, also by round of applause, who considers himself an animal lover? Okay, there's a difference, and this is what, I want a pet. I want a pet, but I also want the right to retain my right to eat steak without thinking about the cow and how it might have had hopes and dreams in that field. Maybe it would have been the first in its family to be a doctor or something like that. I don't empathize with hardcore animal lovers, and this is a problem for me because it's like, well, we're going to go out to the bar tonight. And then you get the one guy, oh, can't, guys. Spent all my money getting chemotherapy for my goldfish. Yeah. Really? You couldn't just flush it down the toilet and get a new one. What I really want a dog, man. I want a dog, but I don't want the unnecessary conversation that goes with a dog. Because I don't have a backyard, which means I'd have to walk my dog. Which means I then have to talk to other dog owners. And the only thing other dog owners like to talk about is their dogs. This is not the time to have a nice conversation when I'm watching my 150-pound Great Dane try and mount your 20-pound foo-foo toy walking flea motel. Hey, who's your favorite French Impressionist painter? That's not the time to start a conversation up. And there's only 2 types of conversations that dog owners have. The first one is about the genetics of the dog, which turns into something like a 40s Nazi propaganda film. Well, we took the sperm from the last Cocker Spaniel owned by a prince in a Danish castle, and we froze it and we brought it over here and inseminated my Fifi, and that's how I got my dog. Well, thanks. I came in here thinking I felt good, but now I feel like a plebeian just walking my little mud around here. The second one, and I think a lot of people in LA especially have this kind of conversation. It starts off this way. Is your dog a rescue?
Oh, yeah.
Really? I mean, 90% of all conversations in LA is your dog a rescue? It's like your dog has to be a character in a Thomas Hardy novel to have any sort of value in any way. And you know what? The awesomeness of the dog is directly proportional to how much suffering it's gone through in its life. How'd you get your dog? Well, it was a drug mule for a Mexican drug dealer. Afterwards, it saved this orphanage from a burning building, getting 90% of burns over its body. And while it was in the hospital, it was taunted by a child who had low self-esteem. And that's how we met our little Fido. How'd you get your dog? Well, I bought it in a store. I I'm gonna start calling my next girlfriend a rescue. You know, she had a boyfriend who would just taunt her incessantly about her weight. But you give her some positive reinforcement, you know, she sleeps just like a normal girl and she has sex just like a normal girl too. Anybody ever make New Year's resolutions? Yeah. I've had the same one for about 20 years. I've decided I want to lose some weight. I want to join a gym. I want to get a better cable system. I want cheaper rent. And I want some semblance of a love life. And I've come up with a solution for all my problems. Prison! So, and on that note, I'm going to leave it. Thank you very much.